We begin in the United States, where former President Donald Trump was targeted in another assassination attempt. Officers from the Federal Bureau of Investigation say the Republican presidential nominee was playing golf at his golf club in West Palm Beach, Florida, when they spotted the muzzle of an assault rifle sticking through the bushes aimed at Donald Trump nearly 400 yards away. Secret Service agents fired multiple shots at the gunman as he fled in an SUV, leaving behind his rifle, 2 backpacks, a long-range scope, and a GoPro camera. The suspect, who has now been identified as Ryan Wesley Routh, was stopped and arrested by law enforcement officials in a neighboring county.
We have somebody in custody right now that is a potential suspect. We got a little bit more work to do on it, but as we usually do, as soon as we decide that we're going to book him into the county jail and the charges that he's going to be booked into, we'll get those to you and we'll get a picture of him and we'll get you his background.
Records show the 58-year-old Routh has lived his whole life in North Carolina. He frequently posts content about the war in Ukraine on his social media accounts. Routh also has a history of multiple run-ins with law enforcement and was convicted in 2002 for possessing a weapon of mass destruction. Following this latest incident, Donald Trump sent out an email to his supporters saying, quote, "There were gunshots in my vicinity, but before rumors start spiraling out of control, I wanted you to hear this first. I am safe and well," end quote. Meanwhile, President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris have condemned the incident and voiced their concern about the safety of the former president. World leaders, too, have spoken about the incident, with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese being the first to condemn the assassination attempt.
Everyone wants the democratic process to be peaceful and to be orderly. This incident in the United States is of concern again. It is good that President Trump has said that he is safe and that the incident, the details of which are still coming out, so it's not quite clear all of those details. But what is clear is that President Trump is safe. That is a good thing.
Now, since the latest assassination attempt, Donald Trump has returned to his Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida and has been advised by Secret Service to only visit the West Palm Beach golf course with a larger security detail.
Well, you got to understand the golf course is surrounded by shrubbery. So when somebody gets into the shrubbery, they're pretty much out of sight. All right. And at this level that he is at right now, he's not the sitting president. If he was, we would have had this entire golf course around it. But because he's not, the security is limited to the areas that the Secret Service deems possible. So I would imagine that the next time he comes to the golf course, there'll probably be a little bit more people around the perimeter.
Yesterday's assassination attempt has become the second security incident concerning the former president as he seeks re-election to the White House. On July 13th, Donald Trump survived another assassination attempt while addressing a public rally in Pennsylvania where a bullet grazed his ear. The ex-president has not announced any changes to his presidential campaign and is set to speak live on social media platform X tonight.